Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we are diving into one of the most common and important concepts in Java interviews. What is the difference between an interface and an abstract class? Let's break it down point by point so that by the end of this video you will be able to confidently answer this question in interviews and use it correctly in your project. Point 1. Purpose and use case. If we don't know anything about the implementation, like how a feature will work, but we know what it should do, we go for an interface. Think of it as a contract that say, hey, any class that implements me must provide this method. On the other hand, if we want to talk partially about how things should be done, we use an abstract class. It allows us to give some implementation but still leaves some part for the child class to define. Point 2. Method declaration. In an interface, every method is implicitly public and abstract. Even if you don't write it, that's why it's considered 100% abstract. Until Java 8 introduced default and static methods, but let's stick to the basics here. In an abstract class, you can have both abstract and concrete methods. This means some methods can be fully implemented in the abstract class itself. Point 3. Method modifiers. Interface methods have strict rules. They can't be marked as private, protected, final, static, synchronized, or similar modifiers. All methods are by default public and abstract. In contrast, abstract class methods are much more flexible. You can use any access modifier and even mix abstract and concrete methods however you like. Point 4. Variable behavior. All variables in an interface are by default public, static and final, whether you declare them like that or not. But in an abstract class, variable can be declared just like in any normal class. You can have instance variable and they don't have to be final or static. Point 5. Variable modifier. In an interface, you cannot use modifiers like private, protected, transient or volatile for variables. But an abstract class gives you complete freedom. You can use any modifier for variable as needed. The last point is initialization of variable. This is the point 6, not last. With an interface, you must initialize variable at the time of declaration or else you will get a compile time error. That's because the variable are static and final, they can't change. In an abstract class, initialization is not required at the time of declaration. You can leave it and initialize it later, maybe inside a constructor. The last point 7 is blocks, static and instance. Here the something important. In interface you can't have a instance block or a static block. If you try, it will throw a compile time error. But in abstract class you can include both instance block and static block, just like in a regular class. So to summarize, use interface when you want to define a contract without worrying about implementation. Use abstract class when you need to define common behavior but still want the flexibility of forcing subclasses to override some method. If you like to break down and found it helpful, don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel. And let me know in the comment what topic should I explain next in Java Ops. Thank you.